I'm a warrior of the wild. See the fire in my eyes. The ember leaves you terrified. And I'm guided by the light. Every time you knock me down, I will turn it back around. Forged by the revolution.
Going holding and going on the foldings.
Here we go. Hard to believe we're about to be halfway through Mossy Oak turkey season 2026. What a lot of fun, and what a great way. I don't care if you live in Florida or California. Turkey season's open different. Everybody needs some content. Sometimes you get tired of scrolling, we'll park it right here. The Mossy Oak Go app, YouTube, Facebook. This is enough to keep you in one place without having to scroll. It's great stuff. So that said, week 5, let's get rolling.
Good morning, part-timers. We have Mama and Hoyt and Pacey, who is a sleepyhead back there. Pacey, how we doing? Making it?
She's pretty much growling.
She's not too pleased with the current situation. Anyway, we're headed out. Opening weekend of turkey season. Had an enclosed encounter last week for Pace on youth weekend. So Hoyt is the shooter this weekend in their little rotation. So we're headed to a spot that had one on camera last night, going to bed. So hopefully he's right there close somewhere, and we can get him to cooperate. So y'all stay tuned. Hopefully we got some gobbling action and a turkey flop. Hey, bud, look at him. Let me see a smile. Let me see a green.
Just smiling.
Part-timers from a hunting standpoint applies to everybody. Whether you're a deer hunter, elk hunter, hog hunter, turkey hunter.
Nobody gets to do it full time. We would love to, but we can't.
Dang it. What you think there, Mama?
Heck yeah.
That right there is good shooting. I got him, Zoe.
I'm so pumped. Look, he's bleeding.
I'm slow. Dude, my cameraman.
I got it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Look at that big, pretty joker, dude.
Going to spot number 2, which was originally spot number 1, but there's a bunch of water in the way, so we gotta walk around it. So we're gonna try it in the daylight so we can see what we're doing. That's the plan. Holy cow, dude, that is a stinking hammer. Are you kidding me?
Look at him.
Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Hoyt, that turkey right there is the shaking. Hey, give me some of that. Give me some of that. Whew. Good gracious. Dude, look at them spurs. Them things are over 1.5 inches. Golly, what a hammer.
Here comes this.
So this is actually where we wanted to come to start with. But there's a bunch of water, and not all of us had water boots. None of us had water boots this morning. We had a bunch of rain last week. So anyway, we snuck in another spot. Didn't hear any turkeys gobble. Knew this bird was going to be here because he'd been here the last couple of days, or a bird. Anyway, waited till it got a little daylight so we could pick our way through the woods. We picked our way through the woods pretty quietly. He started gobbling down here. Actually, acted like he was wanting to leave. And Amy and Payson were behind us probably 30 yards.
I was probably already sleeping.
Probably were. She started yelping, I started yelping. And he got going pretty good. Still sounded like he's going away from us, and he shut up for a second. And I was like, he's either on the move away or coming. Next time he gobbled, he was in the road, started coming up there. About the time Hoyt got a clear shot, he shot.
It smells like
So what do you think? Were your nerves going? Yeah, well, that's what makes it good. What do you think, Mom?
I couldn't see anything, but that last time he gobbled, he was in the road, and I was like, there he is. Like, I just sent that text. I didn't know, like, if y'all could see him or not, but I knew he was in the road, so I was just waiting.
He was. We could hear him. I could hear him spitting and drumming coming.
I could hear him too.
I was like, man, he's like right out of. And then finally, I saw the sun catch part of his fan. I was like, all right, you ready? And Hoyt was dialed in, ready to roll. Hey, congratulations, bud. Your old nerves was pumping, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's awesome, bud.
Pacer.
Yep.
You're next, sweetie.
You're up.
You ready? I think Mr. Randy killed one this morning too, but he's got another one down there that that won't leave, so we're trying to ease out and go help him out.
Okay, got it.
So let's load him up. Get him
All right,
going.
let's do it.
That was awesome.
Okay, thanks. Well, we're up here in Wisconsin. This is our second trip up here this spring. We were here about a month ago for the youth hunt, where Chesney was able to kill a couple. So now we're back for the adult season, and we're here at the airport waiting to pick up Hunter. Seeing a lot of turkeys, getting a lot of reports. Justin's got a lot of stuff scouted out, so we're pretty excited. And again, this is going to be our first spring up here without Tom, and we know he'll be there in spirit with us, and it's going to be different, that's for sure. But we're looking to have a lot of fun.
What's up, everybody? Hey, fella, finally made it.
Looks good, bud.
That's good. But that sucker throws pretty tight pattern.
I was just going to say that, very tight.
head.
He's got a big rope.
You must be able to see that hand. Alright, it's our first morning in Wisconsin. We had kind of a slow start. We located a big gobbler strutting with a couple hens. And the boys just dropped me and Joey off. So we're gonna make a big move around him the way the tree line goes. He's kind of in a corner, so we're gonna come across here and just come up the tree line on him. And hopefully we can pull him and his hens to us. If not, we ought to be able to get within range of them. They're pretty close regardless, and they'll probably work our way. So we'll see. Yeah. Just gotta wait a sec. Ready? What a way to start her off in Wisconsin, baby. Yes. That was as cool as it gets. That's a big, big Wisconsin longbeard right there. Look at the beard on that sucker. I'll tell you what, timing and luck are definitely involved in turkey hunting. We got here in, I mean, the nick of time. We'd spotted this gobbler out on the edge of this field, and he was with some hens. And Joey and I were literally, I wanted to set up at these trees right here, where I wanted to set up. And we're working our way up here, and Joey said, oh man, a hen just busted across the road. And I was like, God dang. So he must have still just been over that lip, and we crawled our way up, and we got about halfway to where I wanted to be on those trees, and I seen his tail coming. I was like, God, here he comes. So all we could do was just slide up behind these bushes right here, and just yelped a couple times. He come right down the road and did it like you're supposed to do it. Freaking big old, look at the beard on that sucker. Dang, man. What a way to start it off, baby. That was cool. How was that, Joe? Were you on pretty good?
Yeah,
Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
He does have a large ear, doesn't he? Yeah. So, tell us about your hunt, man.
Hold on, wait 1 second. Gotta make sure one separates out of there.
To 100, I don't think I lose my enthusiasm.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of Catch and Release with the Pinhoti Project. We've been doing wonderful at that the last few mornings. Been showing y'all some turkeys, letting y'all listen to a couple even, but we ain't been touching many. Mosquitoes full rut right now, full rut. There was someone big enough a while ago. He just lit on the back of the truck, did a lip curl. I watched him. Tried to make a scrape up under the side mirror. I watched him do it. Anyway, it's breezy this morning. Very breezy. I don't know if you can hear it. But me and Zach's been in here. The boys are back in school. We can hear one. Maybe we can
Trying to take care of some unfinished business.
Yep. Alright. I'm sorry. I'll show y'all daylight, but these mosquitoes are two-handed business. I gotta shut this puppy down. I'm gonna walk about through these planted pines here that are pretty open. Big swamp in the back of them. We're gonna go slip around the edge of it. See if we can raise one. We ain't even had our masks on this morning. Just been prospecting, trying to find one.
How far did you have?
He was in there a piece.
350.
Yeah.
Trying to remember how it rains out in there. There's a bunch of water.
Right there. He wasn't as far as we thought he was.
I think we ease up a little bit more, get close to the edge.
Want to get to the edge of the swamp? Yeah. Let's go right down this thick lane right here.
Yeah.
What do you think? Feel like we're covered good. How far did you have him? That one right there, not far. Like you said, about 25 maybe. Try to play him to this right side here. What do you think? Be optimal for him to show up right yonder, wouldn't it? Yeah. But we can kill him right there too. Yeah. If he goes way left, you have to just be in this wide open ground out there. Was that a hen that I heard it gobbled at, or was that a crow? I heard something that made him gobble. I thought it was a crow. There was a crow.
But I know it sounded like the time before last he was here, and then the last time he was there, right?
Yep. I'll say they was low level.
I'm like you, I thought to be a kid.
Yeah. Hell. I guess let's help him and see how queer he is, you know.
That's all we can do.
He's queer. Way in there.
Huh?
Way in there, wasn't it? That's a lot further than it was a while ago. I should try to move up on him or wait.
I say wait.
Yeah.
Just see what he does after that. I don't know why they came up here and turned around. I'm just wondering why they came up here and turned around and went back down.
Straighten out your gun barrel, he's just in there. That was a good one. We get to touch one. Ooh-wee. This camera's shaking like a leaf. Okay. I'm trying to hold it steady. Yes, sir.
That's how they supposed to have, boy.
That's it, boy. That was a good working turkey right there. Oof. What do you think about that? Thank you, Lord. A good turkey.
Yep.
Oof, look at the spurs on that turkey.
Hey, you know that's my thing, right?
Look at the spurs on that turkey.
That's my thing.
Ooh, you've been living in that swamp for a minute, son.
God. Thank you there, sport. Not very often, though.
Man, it ain't very often they do what you want them to.
Freaking turkey for me.
You know, it ain't very often you get them to do what you want them to. He'd done
Oh
come
my
way to the
gosh.
right, and I thought we're gonna have to spin to the right.
I thought
and
we were through.
I said I'm gonna start throwing everything to the left. And that joker came around the left side of that doggone
I thought we were
root was.
through.
Whew.
I don't want to hurt you too bad.
Oh, turkey boy. Found one by himself. Soft played him just enough.
Just eating the yellow top.
Huh? And then got a yellow top still in his beak.
Thank you there, buddy.
I
I like them kind. Yeah, I like them kind, deal.
Sure enough, him right there, boy.
It's been quite a few years since I had the opportunity of one of them. It's been 5 years. I hadn't killed a turkey before the boys because I kind of felt guilty. And they gonna hear this, but I don't feel guilty today. You thought I was about to have a sentimental moment, but I'm telling you, I don't have one. I mean, that's great. You know what I mean? If that had been a 2-year-old turkey, I might have been like, golly, man. Could have saved that one, but sorry, boys.
That'd have been a tough shot for him right there.
Boys. Huh?
That'd have been a tough shot for him. Keep it together right there.
King would probably.
He'd have sent 3 before he'd ever.
Hey, man. How sweet it is. How sweet it is. Just wait. Stay on the one on the far right. They're all too close together. I didn't know why. I didn't know why I was alive. I cried. I screamed to God, why am I alive? And then I had a chance to calm down a little bit. I knew there had to be something. There had to be some reason why I was alive. And as time went on, I realized there was. My name is Major Joe Bogart, U.S. Army retired, and this is my story. I was a major, retired as a major in the U.S. Army. I was an engineer officer. I served for a total of 28 years. 5 of that was in the Missouri Army National Guard, 23 years active duty in the U.S. Army. I initially enlisted in February of 1990 in the Army National Guard.
I was a junior in high school. I did my basic training between my junior and senior years at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Then after my senior year of high school, I went back and did my advanced individual training to become a combat engineer. Then after a few years in the Guard, I got to go to such wonderful places like Camp Clark, Missouri, and Camp Crowder, Missouri, and Panama. I went active duty in 1995. I was stationed at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri with the 5th Engineer Battalion. I was a specialist, E4 in the Army. Then I got promoted to sergeant. I was supply sergeant for about 6 months in that unit before I became a team leader. Then in 1999, I was stationed in Baumholder, Germany with the 40th Engineer Battalion. But all this time, 9/11's going on. It was after 9/11 and the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan are going on, and I felt that I needed to do more. Summer of 2006, there was a few of us lieutenants in there who were engineers, and we were asked if we would be willing to deploy and catch up to a unit that was already deployed because they needed more platoon leaders. I said yes. We got to Iraq in July of 2006. They were already about 3/4 of the way through their deployment, and I was assigned as a platoon leader with 2nd Platoon Bravo Company, 5th Engineer Battalion. Our job was route clearance. That meant, as a platoon, we went up and down the roads really slow, looking for IEDs. On October 6, 2006, I found one, the hard way. My head was turned at that moment. Shrapnel got behind my eye protection and destroyed my right eye. The force of the blast threw me into equipment, which caused my helmet to flip up and caused me to cause damage to the rest of my face and my left eye. I don't remember any of this, but I was coherent. I was talking to my guys, I was giving orders. They got me out of the vehicle, got me packaged up, had me on a helicopter, and medevac me. While at the hospital there in theater still, when I first came to, I wasn't sure where I was at. I didn't recognize anything was going on. I was in complete darkness. I couldn't really move my arms and legs too much. And it was because I was in a hospital bed. So then I finally realized I was hearing, machinery and electronics and beeping. And my brain was starting to click a little bit, and I realized, okay, I might be in a hospital. And then I was like, oh no, let me take stock. So I wiggled my hands and tapped them against my hips because I was worried about, losing my arms or my hands. They were there. I wiggled my feet and tapped them together. They were there. That movement allowed the hospital staff and the emergency room staff, or wherever I was at, to know that I was awake. My chain of command from in-country, they came to visit me. I tried to sit up and salute, tried to say I was going to go, let them patch me up and be ready to get back with the troops. And my battalion commander, Lieutenant Colonel McGuire, he said, no, Joe, you've lost your eye. They're going to have to remove your right eye, and they got to send you back to the States to make that happen. So from that point, they decided they needed to remove the eye as soon as possible, and they needed to fix the rest of me. So they took me to surgery. It was about I don't know. It could have been a 12-hour surgery. It could have been a 24-hour surgery. It was somewhere between 12 and 24, maybe 13, 15 hours. And during that time, they removed my right eye and prepared it for a prosthetic. We stayed as an inpatient at Walter Reed. I had a few more surgeries to fix my nose. I had tubes in my nose and my face. And after a couple weeks, I was allowed to be discharged. The doctor took the bandages off. I blinked, nothing, still black. Blinked again, nothing, still black. And I felt a little faint. I hung my head, looked down at my feet, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. So then June 4th, 2007, the glaucoma doctor, Dr. Herbert Fechter, was able to do an eye exam. They had already treated me for glaucoma. My eye pressure had spiked. I almost lost my eye again a second time. And they ended up having to put a tube in. I still don't have a lens, got some blind spots. But when Dr. Fechter did that eye exam, I was able to see the eye chart, and I was able to read a few letters on the 20/60 line. He handed me a lens. Tiny little lens, almost like a monocle to hold. And that was the first time I was able to look my wife in her beautiful face since I deployed to Iraq. In June of 2008, I received my letter to allow me to stay in the Army. By then, the unit was already deployed. I walked in the office with that letter, went to the Rear Detachment Commander, and I handed it to her. She picked up a phone. She called the office on post that needed to be called, and my orders got cut. Within a couple weeks, I was off to the Combat Readiness Center to get my equipment, draw my weapon, do some last-minute training, and catch up to my unit. I left my guide dog at home, I hid my cane, and I faked that this legally blind guy who only sees about that much of the world could get over there. And I did. I touched down and had my feet in Iraq by August 1st of 2008. And I did every job that I possibly could. I stayed mostly on the installation in Iraq as a Company XL. By then I was a captain. I was the HHC Company XL that I worked in the operations cell, helped target the IEDs. June 30th, 2009, I arrived back home at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri with all my brothers and sisters. And when we walked in to that field house, and it exploded with cheering. I knew I was home. In August of 2017, I realized it was time. So then I went back and restarted the med board process, the medical evaluation board process, to retire. In January of 2018, I finally went to VA blind rehab and finally learned how to be a blind person. Like a lot of men and women who hunt as adults, I got my start young. BB gun, plinking birds, trying to pop squirrels. But I enjoyed being out in the woods, I always have. I always used to find a lot of peace and quiet and tranquility walking through the woods. And then I got injured. And it's amazing how peaceful it is. Getting out to hunt, I'm going to borrow a word from a term that has become part of why I love to do it. My brother Dan Barnes, he lost both of his legs in Iraq about a month before I lost my eyesight. And Dan had told me he loves to get out there and hunt, even with his track chair. because it allows him to feel normal. And that's what it is. I get to feel normal. So we were out there. It was cold in South Texas, which is rare. And turkey started to talk. We all got excited. There he was. He was talking to us. And here he come. And he was bringing a buddy.
They're coming straight to him. Let's see how they're coming fast. They're nice long. Let's see how they're coming fast. They're nice long.
And finally he cleared. So I took him. Jeremy's like, go ahead, Joe, take him. So I did that. I got the second one too, and I didn't expect it. I've never expected that to happen in my life. It was amazing. Have that opportunity. It's just thinking about it's got me shaking again. It's
See that smile? Yeah, did it. Good job.
Oh, thank you. That's pretty awesome.
so cool, but I wouldn't be able to do that without great people like that are bringing me out here, and like my guide, Jeremy Judd, and great guys like Dave Hentosh, who create organizations like Veterans of Field Foundation. And getting veterans out on some of these life-changing hunts are just, it's healing, it's magic. It's, and we're just guys that got beat up doing our job, and people want to help us. Thank you. Thank you so much.
To Major Joe Bogart, thank you for your service. And everyone at Mossy Oak is honored to know you.
Oh my gosh. Is Uncle Daniel the silliest? You want to do? Okay, wait, let it. Come here, Annabelle. You can go next. Come here.
Okay guys, this week we're still in South Texas. We got everybody in camp. Seth's in camp, Indian Creek boys, my dad, Reno. We're at the G4 Ranch. They got birds. Let's get after them.
Turkey Hunter is brought to you by Browning, the best there is.
Well, we are heading to our second destination here on the turkey tour. And luckily we didn't have to drive but about 45 minutes from our first location. Mike and Stuart, Indian Creek's there, and Reno's there. So we're gonna meet the guys, we're gonna get settled in and probably do some hunting this afternoon. It should be a good day for it. It ain't, well, it's about 85 degrees. I don't think it's gonna get any warmer than that, but we're easing to the G4 Ranch. I've never hunted it personally, but Seth and Reno have, and they say they got some turkeys, so let's go get after them.
We made it. Stuart, nice to meet you, sir. Welcome. What's up? Hello.
Chris Ford. It's my dad right here, Russell.
How are you, sir?
How you doing, senior?
Good to meet you.
So we arrive in camp at the G4 Ranch. It's a beautiful day. We have some time this afternoon, so we all decide to go out. We split off into two groups. Dad and Reno head one way, and me and the Indian Creek guys head another way. We weren't successful that afternoon. Neither group saw any turkeys, but we did see some sign, and we're optimistic for the next morning.
Turkey Hunter is also brought to you by Woodhaven Custom Calls, Indian Creek Shooting Systems, Foxtrot Ammunition, Vortex Optics, and Worldwide Pursuit.
Well guys, it's the first morning here at the G4 Ranch, and Reno and Dad are actually going to stay here and hunt, and Mike, Stuart, and myself are heading to a different piece of property. Says it's got some birds on it, so we're going to load up here shortly and get after them. What do you think?
Let's go see.
Let's go.
Tried it yesterday a little bit, seen a couple of them, but they wasn't playing, so let's see if we can get some players this morning.
Well, Dad and Reno set up close to the lodge. They've been seeing quite a few turkeys right here close to the lodge. So they get on a high point right here on the edge of this pond levee, set up where they can see really good, and Reno goes to calling. Well, after a few calling sequences, it kind of goes quiet. And then all at once to the right, they hear a bird gobble. Reno looks to the right, and two longbeards have seen the decoy spread, and they're coming to him.
All right, got me one this morning, boys. We came to a known location where they were roosted. Well, we thought we knew where they was roosted, but these were actually roosted in a different direction than what we thought. But we set up, didn't hear anything on the roost, nothing. It was nice, calm, pretty morning, cool here at the G4 Ranch. And we just set up, found us a good spot to set up, and started making some calls. And I probably called for, I don't know, about 30 minutes probably. Put the call down, took a little break, and all of a sudden he gobbled. And he was about 70 yards to our right there, him and another tom. And I eased around and could see him, and he was in full strut, and they were working their way toward the decoy setup. And they walked right on down, and didn't really want to put on a show for us with the decoys, but we got some good footage of him. And I told Senior, I said, when he sticks his head up, I'm gonna shoot him. And he said, okay. So I let him have it, shooting that Browning 410 with Foxtrot bullets. And it put a hurting on him, buddy, I'm telling you. It's about 30 yards, I guess, something like that. But he didn't go far.
Meanwhile, on another piece of property, Mike Stewart and myself are also set up on a pond levee. We got some birds working. Sure enough, they come out and both see each other, and the fight is on. Well, these birds end up fighting in front of us, and they end up going over the pond levee away from us. Turns out, we weren't successful that morning. Well, it's a few more days into the hunt, and Dad and I are hunting together. The same spot the next evening, and we only put a hen out this time and try our luck with just a hen. As it gets later in the evening, I look over my left shoulder and I see a lone turkey out in this food plot, and he's easing our way. I put the binos on him, and sure enough, it's a longbeard. Well, this bird is showing no interest in the decoy whatsoever. Mind you, we only have a hen out, so as he gets closer, I soft yelp to him, and that's all it takes. He turns and he starts coming right to us. Well, here's the bird we killed yesterday evening, a little more light. I dressed this bird last night, put him in the cooler here at the G4 Ranch, and hung him up where he'd still be pretty. we couldn't get a good wrap last night. Them other turkeys come in there and we lost light, and that's part of it sometimes. And we actually roosted them, and it didn't transpire this morning, but we did get this bird yesterday evening, and it was okay. You know, it wasn't your classic gobble to the call kind of hunt, but it was still a turkey hunt nonetheless. And we set up close to where these turkeys have been roosting, because they will not come to a call. And sure enough, right there, you know, the light started fading of the afternoon, and they come out in this field, and they spend some time there for a few hours before they fly up. And I just happened to look over my shoulder after a few calling sequences and saw this bird out in the plot there, and I thought he was gonna skirt us like the bird did the day before. And we only put the hen decoy out this time though, and where he could see it real good, I soft yelped, and he turned red, and he come right up there, and we took him. Made a good shot on him with the Browning, and he's a beautiful Rio. Well, we've had a good time here at the G4 Ranch. Reno's got some birds, and I killed a bird. Dad got to hunt a little bit, and we've been on them. They just haven't been acting like turkeys, but I'm sure they will here in about a week. We got to head to Alabama and all over the southeast pretty much. So. Nonetheless, we had a good time here at the G4 Ranch, and we can't wait to come back again next year.
All right, halfway through the halfway point. 10 Commandments, this is the commandment number 5, thou shalt not have loose lips. Again, that kind of sounds self-explanatory, but it's easy to get caught in this trap. Turkey hunters are one or two things. They're either politely evasive or conveniently absent-minded, and that's on purpose. Let me give you an example. I was working at a sporting goods store years, decades and decades ago, selling turkey calls, guns, bows, all that. Anyway, this kid comes in, and I knew he had just joined a new hunting club. And he was first year turkey hunting. He didn't know what was going on. And he was across the counter from me telling me what happened that morning on this turkey. Well, I knew this guy down the thing. We had some coffee down there and all that. I knew one of them guys was in that club. But this kid started talking so fast, and I couldn't get his attention to go. Anyway, he was talking about where he was on that ridge, and he could see the fire tower and what this turkey went down in there and did that, and what should I do. He just went on and on and on. And anyway, I knew that old timer down there heard everything he said. And sure enough, the next day, the old timer, he always came in there at lunch to drink coffee. And he didn't know I was seeing him the day before. He walked in, and I ain't gonna call his name. I said, "Did you have a good morning?" "Yeah, man, I killed one out there at the base of that fire tower." And I went, that old guy, he sat there and listened to that kid tell him everything he needed to know to kill the turkey. Now, do I blame the guy? Probably not. I may have done the same thing. But the commandment is, thou shalt not have loose lips. Live by that.
Well, welcome back to another episode of Turkey Season 25. This one is exciting. 2 gobblers right in your face. First up, Austin Land. We're in Missouri, and we're going into a honey hole.
Dog, what do you think? Somebody wants to hunt on a thundery, rainy morning, but he got us out of bed. I been up with a toddler all night, so I was up anyway. So if I'm up, they might as well be up. Like they said, it's rainy, drizzly, but we got one bird to gobble. We're gonna just ease our way down this ridge and see what happens as the sun comes up.
It wasn't long before we seen our first hen. She started working up towards us, and not too long after that, a big gobbler and a Jake followed her right up, and they stayed out there about 200, 250 yards. They just wouldn't get to our position. We weren't quite where we wanted to be, but we had to stay back. We watched the show all morning. Eventually, 3 more gobblers came up, ran that Jake and single longbeard around, and again, just wasn't where we needed to be. So we decided to let these birds ease off and go grab some breakfast and get back after it. So with full bellies, we're back after it. Austin's up to bat, And as we're going in to check this farm, we spot a gobbler out in this rolling pasture, and we knew that we could get right into position and make a setup on this particular bird.
All right, so we just spotted a gobbler right over here, a couple humps over. We looped way back around, got lower elevation, slipped up. We're gonna ease on up to this high point right here and see if we can't get him fired up or just coming in, but we're just gonna go sit down and see what happens. Yeah, we could use that brush pile. If we just go straight to that brush pile, it will cover us. Yeah. And then we'll slip out to the edge. We'll just put it right here behind us. Okay. On the open hillside. And then you can sit behind that big tree, just put the decoy out in the open pasture. His dog set up. Yeah, he's ready to go. Right here, Wade, right here, coming right up the bottom, don't move. Okay, I see him, I see him. Good job, Wade. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mark.
Oh,
that was awesome.
that was awesome.
Yeah, baby.
Woo!
Woo, man.
Pow, baby, pow.
Pow, baby, pow, yeah.
He never even
He was
flopped.
right by those bushes.
Oh, no.
The tall dead bushes right there.
Let's go check him out.
How awesome is that?
That was
It was
awesome.
so awesome.
That was awesome.
Oh, you smoked him.
I didn't know where that gun was sighted in, so I just put it like an inch or two
Yeah.
above his wattle. And
Yep.
look at these spurs, boys.
Oh
Whoa.
my God.
That might be my biggest turkey, spur-wise.
That is insane, dude. Congrats on that.
Thank
That is
you.
amazing.
We always kill some big hook turkeys on this farm.
Yeah.
He came in acting like a man. Decent weight too, man.
Beautiful turkey, dude.
Oh, look at the spurs.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Huge congrats to Austin. He soft called that bird right up to us. We had the perfect cover with that old dead tree, and he made a great shot. So congrats, Austin. And we can't wait for y'all to see next week's episode of Turkey Season 25.
I'm gonna have a medallion that has a fox in the middle. Of course, the fox is representative of Mr. Fox. And it'll sit in there like that. And I'm gonna put in probably 2 tracks for each call representing his footprints. A lot of people ask, do the number of tracks make a difference in my calls? And really they don't. What I like to do is I like to put them where they don't destroy the beauty of the wood. You know, like if I drilled 8 holes around this in a uniform manner, you know, that's going to take a lot of the beauty of the wood away, in my opinion. So each one will be a little bit different. My name's Dean Redbeard Bunhinky. People call me Redbeard. Mossy Oak's been part of my life ever since I started turkey hunting. Mossy Oak's become a treasured item in a lot of hunters' arsenal. And I've got some myrtle from the West Coast up there that I might use. I wore a Mossy Oak Primos hunting hat for probably close to 30 years. In the same Primos Mossy Oak green leaf vest for more than 30 years. Yeah, I just got lucky when Nate called that year. He had called Jerry White, the guy that told me I should get into call making. I don't consider myself one of the elite call makers like a lot of your other guys are going to be, I'm sure. I feel honored to have been asked, to be honest. I'm making 10 pot calls. They're all going to be copper over glass in domestic woods. I've got a couple boards of some elm burl that I'm going to use. It's just got a lot of character in it. As you can see, all the eyes should go good with this brownish wood. Plus it sounds good once it's all said and done. It's I've only made 3 or 4 calls out of elm. First 10 vests, I believe, are going to be auctioned off and gone towards that wild turkey research that they've initiated with the stamps. Same program, 100% of it donated to that program, which I imagine will bring a good amount of funds just for the vest alone, not to mention all the calls that'll be in the first 10. Once the soundboard's dry and put in, I'll glue in a piece of copper. Let it set up for about a day and then put a striker to it.
I think if he's coming from the store, right? Back there. He's definitely getting closer. Austin, that turkey's on fire. There he is, there he is, there he is. Popped out to the opening right there on that road, right there.
he comes. There he comes.
We're sitting there prospecting going down the road. You know, one spot, didn't hear nothing, second spot. Tried him again. The closer we all is, he's coming. We better do something.
Get that.
Look at that. He's a good turkey. Maine.
I think he's right on the other ridge is what you're thinking.
He should be right across the creek.
Okay.
150, 200 yards away.
Let's see if we can get him to gobble with him. Right there.
He's right across that creek, just on that other ridge.
Yeah, it's pretty open right here. We can get set up right here. Yeah, I just heard him gobble down there. Yeah. You're going back up to him. He just gobbled. Come here. Go left. Go left. Oh, there he comes. There he comes. Well, he don't want to come into them decoys. He just don't want to come on in here. I don't have a shot. I don't have a shot, okay? I'm fixing to take the shot. Hey, thank you, brother. Man, that was good. That was good. I tell you what, it couldn't get any prettier than in here, too, could it? Tell you what, he got some nice spurs on him. Got some hook to him. What's that, 3.5-year-old, brother?
Oh, I'd say probably 4.
4?
Well, he's a pretty good bird.
Yeah, I'd take that any day. I think that bird's down here at the bottom of this beam, but I'm gonna see if we can strike him up. Yep, there he is. He's right down there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you guys set up right here. Turn him right out to the edge and get the decoy out. Give him something to look at. All right, birds.
so much.
Oh yeah.
That was incredible. Wow.
Beautiful bird.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, it is. Couldn't get much better. Look at those colors.
So we need to go show him off.
Trying to get over and shoot to the field. We moved down the hill twice. He's over that hill right there. We got to where we can shoot to the field. See him right there. We see him. He's going down the edge of the field.
Woo! Man, that's a good hunt.
Yes, sir. Had the way it's supposed to, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's good stuff there. That was a exciting but quick hunt. We had to do some moving. Hooked pretty good too, so, and he's wet. He's ugly, but he's a good turkey, so I'll take that.
It's the last day out here. We were thinking about going back to camp, but we decided to try one more spot. It's really windy. Dad thinks he heard one down at the bottom. I didn't hear him, but we're gonna head home in less than a couple hours. So we're just gonna sit up here and wait for a little bit and see if anything happens. I hear something walking. I hear something. There he is, there he is. He's right there, he's right there.
Take it down to the wire, man.
Oh my gosh.
We didn't even know he was coming.
Jody and I were just sitting there having a conversation. I don't even know if the camera was on.
What did you just say?
Man. Man, I don't know what I'm giddy. That's unbelievable. That's awesome. We've hunted so hard, have like nothing going on. What do you, man, look at the feathers on it.
Good job, bro.
I don't know what to say. All I did was wake up in the car.
When we get to company, I'll shoot. All right, feeling.
Okay. Distance in the way.
Well, friendships are formed in a lot of different places. On this episode of Dead End Game Calls TV, we're hunting with the Webb family, David Webb and his two sons, Luke and Levi. Now, our friendship was born not in the turkey woods, but on a baseball field, on the diamond. My son, Mason, and David's son, Levi, played travel baseball together. But not only did they have the love of baseball, but they also love hunting. So we take off and we're trying to get Luke and Levi a turkey around my home turf in the state of North Carolina. All right, it's opening day here in North Carolina. Youth Day. It's raining, wind gust up to 40 to 60 miles an hour. I believe is what they're saying at this point, but you can't kill them sitting at the house. So we met up here at the shop. We got Mr. Jeremy. You can see him through the seat right there. There he is. We got Mr. Jeremy back there, Mr. David, Mr. Luke, Mason, and Levi. We got a whole pile of them sitting here. I mean, what are we thinking? My gracious. 60-mile-an-hour winds, raining, and we're going turkey hunting. You can't kill them sitting at the house, though, can you?
Nope, can't kill them sitting at the house. We're going to go give it a whirl.
The season's up and we're going.
That's it. That is it. We're going to have Luke on the gun first and Levi on the gun first. I think we're a little crazy. That's all right. We're going to have fun. Hey, let's start off season right here in North Carolina. David, lead us off in prayer, buddy.
Dear Heavenly Father, like, thank you for this day, Lord. Thank you for all you made lives and blessings, Lord. Lord, just thank you for the rain that you've given us this morning, Lord. Lord, just ask you to be with us as we go out through this turkey hunt this morning, Lord. Just keep us all safe, Lord. And, Lord, let's help us enjoy your creation, Lord, that you put up on this earth for us to enjoy, Lord. All these things are asked in your sweet and holy name. Amen.
Amen. I don't know if you noticed or not, but David's got the same problem I got. There ain't no hair up there.
That's to have to worry about.
That's right. All right, we're going to roll out. Be good. See if we can get on head to Jeremy's farm, family farm. See if we can put a couple long beards down the dead end road. We're out. Man, I have got my work cut out for me. It's a game of cat and mouse. I go down the hill, I call. I come up the hill, I call. And every time I do that, it seems like that turkey's getting closer and closer. But man, the sound is just absolutely playing with me because of him being on another mountain ridge.
There he is. Wait, he comes on down there. To your right. Wait, there goes down there. See him right there? Yeah.
You want to take him right there? Get on him. You want to take him? Do what?
Kill him, yeah.
Wait till he sticks his head back up. Wait till he sticks his head back up. Right there. There. Get him.
Got
him!
Got a boy, leave up! Woohoo! Got a boy!
I got him.
Chill!
Atta boy! Atta boy!
Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
That was awesome. Oh,
Hey.
man.
Told you don't doubt that youngin's ears. No, I know it.
Yeah.
He said, I hear him drumming, Dad. I hear him drumming. Jeremy said, huh? And I was like, don't doubt him. Don't doubt him. So that dude come from a long way.
Long ways, man. He was all the way over there on that ridge. I don't know if you can see it or not. But gee whiz.
Levi's your first turkey, ain't it, buddy?
Look at that.
I'm talking beautiful turkey too, boys.
Luke, you got your phone out my way. Over yonder somewhere.
Mine's up there in the truck.
Well, now that we got Levi a bird, I've got to get Luke on a turkey. We run by one of my spots. Sure enough, there's a gobbler in the field. So we make preparations, we make plans, and we see if we can't get on this turkey. But let me tell you something about this hunt. I don't think that a turkey could possibly, I mean at all, no way, no how, take a full load of Apex ammunition right up square upside the beak than this turkey does right here.
We're actually watching a bird stroke from the road. In a field where we've got permission in the past to hunt. So we've tried to knock on the door. Sweet lady gave us permission to hunt again. So that's what we're doing. The gobbler's no longer in the field by the time we were able to get permission. But surely he's not far. We got Big Luke right there behind the gun today. We've climbed the mountain ridge. We're getting ready to set up. See if we can make this happen. Never know till you try. It may happen fast, who knows?
I hear him.
Go ahead and turn just a little bit so you can shoot up this hill if you have to. Real easy.
Straight in front. Okay. Coming towards. Do I need to be facing top of the hill?
Coming straight towards us?
Yeah, he's on top of the hill.
Okay.
I'm looking at him.
Unless you're on your camera, I can't see you. Stumps in my way. Oh.
Just don't move. He can't see the decoys.
I see him now.
Can you?
Yeah.
He's on the other side of the fence.
Yeah, I see him. He's going up behind us.
Mm-hmm. I wish he was sitting where I was sitting. He could have killed him.
Here we go. Hold on. Here he comes.
Oh, he sees the decoys.
When he gets in front of me, I'm shooting.
They come through the fence.
Yeah, I see him. When he gets in front of me, I'll shoot.
All right, kill him.
I can't. That stump's in the way.
Oh, shoot. You see him?
Nope. He's behind the stump. Once he gets out in front, I can't.
He's coming. You see him yet?
Nope.
Don't shoot my foot.
Okay. If you can roll it, roll it.
Huh?
If you can roll your foot, roll it.
I'll move it in just a second. Just... Can you not see him yet?
No.
You still can't see him? He's coming. He's coming right at you.
Got him.
Kill him.
Oh yeah! How did he not get him? Look! Hey!
Look at his tail!
What in the world, guy?
Animal buddy!
You got a show, boy!
Got it!
What a
I
show!
couldn't see him. He was behind this stump forever. You should have seen the way I was contorting right there.
I'm talking about gobbling in your face. He gobbled in our face.
He told me.
Yeah, I told the boys, I said, just sit still. I said, he's on top of it.
Springs back unless I just did it and didn't realize it.
I'm sitting, look at this. See that rock in that camera? That's my only backdrop. And they wasn't but nothing but between us and that bird and there, but air and opportunity. That's it. And when he stepped out right there, I was like, surely you can kill him now. He's 10 foot from you.
I couldn't see him for the longest time because that stump out there.
Oh.
I said, here we go. He said, take it.
Oh, yeah, pretty bird.
Those are big spoons.
Pretty bird. Outstanding day right here, boys. Soaking rain, get ready to pour. It's getting ready to pour. While on Luke's hunt, the only place that I had to hide in this entire field was a big rock. So I leaned up against that rock and prayed for the best outcome, hoping that turkey wouldn't see me as he was coming down the cow pasture. Was good Lord to see fit, he didn't. And Luke was able to harvest that bird. But here's the deal. I began thinking about that rock. And the Bible tells us that the Lord is our rock. He is certainly a sure foundation. No matter the storms of life that rage against you, no matter the troubles and the trials that we go through, no matter the test that we have, know today that the Lord is your rock. Always remember, you can't have a testimony without first having a test.
Another thing that's really effective, something that I do utilize quite a bit during the spring, is Jake yelps. Something that will add that a little bit of something that everybody else may not, and it's something that really appeals to the aggressive aspect of a gobbler and the territorial aspect of a gobbler, and it's something that he's heard a lot and he knows exactly what it is. And more so, in my opinion, than the sound of the yelp, it's the cadence and the frequency. And when Jakes are caulking at like a turkey drumming or something, it's really a sped up, almost like you've kicked a tire down a hill, and it starts really fast and then kind of, gets momentum and goes on and finishes. And it kind of goes something like this. And what I'll do is I'll wait for a turkey to gobble, or if I'm close enough to hear him drum, and I'll respond to his gobble or his drumming with Jake yelps. And that really appeals to his competitive aspect, and a lot of times that'll take that gobbler, get him to drift far enough away from his hens to give you a look to make sure that if you're a Jake, you know your place and run you off. And if he tries to do that, that often puts him in shotgun range.
Operates Double E Outdoors, which is an outfitting business here in western Oklahoma. We hunt white-tailed deer, bobwhite quail, and Rio Grande turkey. And we've been doing that for, gosh, I don't know how many years, a long time. And we stay busy with that and the cow-calf operation. So we're busy people.
I love to guide hunters. I love to meet people. New people come in, make new relationships. But it kind of gets to the point that you've turned your first love into a job.
Well, we've been, catering to hunters and taking care of hunters all season long since October. And it's nice to get there at the end of the year. And we decided to take a few days at the end of turkey season for me and Dad to go out and hunt and be with just me and him.
Chauncey's 16 years old. He shot his first buck when he was 5. He shot his first buck with a bow when he was 12. And Chauncey's learned through the hunting experience that not every hunt's successful. Sometimes you don't get your game out here. Chauncey's learned that when 4:30 in the morning comes, hey, he's got to get up out of bed and he's got to go to work because he helps me guide. I've started using him the last couple of years, and so he's had to learn that he has to be disciplined going to bed. He has to learn that he's learned that he has to keep his grades up in school because of what we do. I love to hunt and fish. Chauncey loves to hunt and fish. He's learned to, and I'm glad he has. So I set aside a couple of days. I talked to the school superintendent. I set that aside for he and I to be able to go hunting together. That's so important to me.
We went to a spot we hadn't hunted it very much this season, and we got down there and we were setting up, and it was foggy, and the turkeys We wasn't talking a whole lot right there at the first, and we was getting our stuff set up, and we heard one gobble back to the north of us. It didn't set up where we originally planned to, because these birds came in from the opposite direction. And we went around on the opposite side of the tree and set up, and it wasn't 15 minutes. And we seen some birds coming down this draw. And they disappeared out of sight for a while, and then they come up around by this, some brush, and there was 4 big old toms just coming up there, just lined up.
They were kind of bumping each other out of the way and putting on a show, and came in, there's 4 of them together, and found out, man, I tell you what, it was pretty. And you know, the grass was green, and the turkeys were, those little red heads come in there, and you see them sticking out. They saw those decoys and came in there, and man, I tell you what, they put on a show. That's the coolest thing in the world to see those birds come into a setup like that and set up the decoys. And they, those old heads turned red and blue, and the feathers puffed up, and kind of the way the fog was that morning, it just said the color was just brilliant on those turkeys. I didn't know if they were going to split off very quick. I was kind of worried that they might bust us. When he shot, you know, he made a perfect shot. He is so cool under pressure, and he made a perfect shot. I was proud of him. You know, I've seen a lot of grown men miss a wild turkey at 20 yards because their shotgun shoots so tight. He knows what he's doing, and I'm so proud of him because he went in there, he stayed still. I'm really, really proud of him. He did a great job.
To 100, I don't think I lose my enthusiasm.
Week 5, that's the halfway point. We're in the books. We already did the 5th commandment and all that stuff. So remember, share, tell your buddies, hey, Mossy Oak Turkey Season 2026, all the episodes are free. Go get them. So with that said, I want to see you right back here next week.